Today I am going to deliver a speech about sacrifice of Mother Mary. Mary's strength. The angel told Mary in Luke 1:28 that she was highly honored by God. This phrase simply meant that she had given much grace or unmerited favor from God. Even with God's favor, Mary would still suffer much. Although she was highly honored as the mother of the Savior, she would first know disgrace as an unwaived mother. She nearly lost her fiancé, her beloved son was rejected and cruelly murdered. Mary's submission to God's plan would cost her dearly, yet she was willingly to be God's servant. But God knew that Mary was a woman of rare strength. She was the only human being to be with Jesus throughout his entire life from birth until death. She gave birth to Jesus as her baby and watched him die as her Savior. She knew old scriptures. When the angel appeared and told her the baby would be God's son, Mary replied, "I am the Lord's servant. May it be to me as you have said." Mary also knew the Old Testament prophecies about the coming Messiah. Mary's weakness. Mary was young, poor, and female. These qualities made her unsuitable in the eyes of her people to be used mightily of God. But God saw Mary with trust and obedience. He knew she would willingly serve God in one of the most important callings ever given to a human being. God looks at our obedience and trust, typically not the qualifications that humans consider important. He will often use the most unlikely candidates to serve him. Yes, my dear friends, Mary was willingly to submit her life to God's plan, no matter what it would cost her. Obedience to the Lord's will meant Mary would be disgraced as unwaived mother. Surely she expected Joseph to divorce her, or worse yet, he might even have her put to death by stoning. Mary may not have considered the full extent of her future suffering. Mary may not have imagined the pain of watching her beloved child bear the weight of sin and die a terrible death on the cross. But surely she knew that her life held many sacrifices as the mother of the Savior. Being chosen by God for a high calling requires total commitment and willingness to sacrifice everything out of love and many. Thank you.